Alright, hello. I'm playing a Township Tale on a new server. I'm gonna be making my very first copper weapon. I'm just gonna show you I have nothing but cooked pumpkin and my gourd in my backpack. Just wait, I'll let someone. I have to narrate this clip sadly because none of my audio is hooked up. I know you're thinking a 19-minute video for making one copper sword. I'm just trying to be super inclusive in this recording though. But yeah, so I'm just getting a rock, put that on a stick, make a little hammer that I can use for chiseling and forging. Then I'm getting a flint for a little axe, and I do grab one flint off camera to use as a chisel. Let me just put that flint on the stick, and there's my axe. Straight to wood cutting. After I grab one or two pieces of dried grass. Then we go get some wood for a handle. Alrighty. So, you take your little makeshift axe and then you start cutting the tree. You just want to give it all your manpower. You know, some good swings in there. When you see that white ring, you know you're doing good damage. Anyways, yeah, this is probably the worst version of an axe you can get. Once the top is over, you're going to cut that into two sections. Alright, now you're going to start hitting the trunk so a new tree can grow. You also get some wood out of that. And to get that, you will see our beloved slices of wood, chopped wood. You're going to do the same with the other two pieces of the tree. And the final one, right there. I did hear some of those wood guys behind me, so I turned around just to make sure they weren't shooting at me. Anyways. And, the easiest way to do this is to grab two wood, make a bag, and you just scoop up the wood. That saves you quite a bit of trouble in the long run. And, yep, now I'm gonna go straight to the carpenters.
Invincible.
This is the carpenters where I can make a handle. Sorry for the background people. I do grab some extra wood just for later on.
How'd that
And
happen?
I head inside.
My thing's not even on fire.
Alright, then someone already left the handle I needed right in the slot.
Will it spark mine?
Yeah.
And you just gotta throw wood on top and it'll automatically lock into place. This recipe requires 6 pieces of wood.
Oh, so they don't have a thing.
And then you're gonna grab one piece of chisel that I grabbed off camera.
I am the hit.
And your rock hammer.
How can you change
Sean, what the fuck is this?
You're just gonna start smacking it.
What is that? It's a shield part.
Oh, what do I do with it?
Attach the shield part.
Yeah, so you just wanna keep
Oh, I had to do all of that just to make a shield?
put the tip of the chisel up against the highlighted wood and just absolutely smack the back of that until the piece of wood chips off. And you can see under that I accidentally hit the other piece of wood. And if you do that too much, it'll break. Your wood will be released. You have to redo it. Luckily, this is only oak wood. If it were redwood or birchwood, this would take at least 20 minutes with my makeshift stuff. Yeah, so just finish this up. This is going to be the handle for a rapier blade, which is a thin blade with a cool looking handguard on it, actually. And after once you get that done, you really just want to chip off any piece of wood. And make sure you get them all. It's gonna be real speedy on this part. You gotta get top and bottom. I just shove the chisel under there, get it all in 2 pieces. And then after that, you just want to just kind of hit it anywhere, a couple times, and then out comes your handle. And I just show you the other side of the carpenters in this part. You have the little community shelf. There's birch wood, a handle I could have used, but didn't want to use for the sake of the video. And over here is one of the recipe book for the carpenters. You put those pages into the little slot right next to the tables. Just kind of showing you around the book. There's a mace, some handles. There's the wooden sword, a slingshot. And then if I go over there, there's the bow. I really like the bow. I come from US 1. The bow is one of my favorite weapons. I have a lot of skills for that. Anyways, as you can see, I'm gonna go mining for some copper. I'm just checking the structures. You know, there's some wood I can use. I did end up putting a piece of dried grass on the end of my flint, my little axe, pickaxe kind of thing, just so I can later on use it as a torch like I am now. So now I'm gonna head into the cave. First I'm gonna check out the structure. I did cut through most of this, so you're just gonna see me kind of jump down to floor 1, or maybe just to where you first see copper, here in a couple of seconds, after I reach the bottom of the stairs. It does get really dark, so if you don't have a torch, you can basically just see your hands and anything within inches of your face. Anyways, so from here, I should just, yep, and then I did luck out at this part. This is, I think, on the 2nd layer. I found some copper just laying on the ground. Didn't even have to mine it. I just shoved that into my tool belt. Quite a bit of it. Someone definitely just up and left it. Yeah, I did end up grabbing a little bit of copper off camera, but I feel like I got most of the gist of it in the video. But I just kind of let that be. I'm gonna finish mining this copper. Like I said before, I did do a little off-camera mining, but not too much. Only like viewing it. I do find, I think, one more thing of copper, and that's included in the video. And then I just head on back up to the surface. And that's about it for my mining trip. So I'm just mining this right now. Probably the last one I'll do. Sorry about the background noise. Yep, so I got that. I was gonna pick this up. And I had a problem with editing, so it doesn't really show me using the teleport potion, but I did use a teleport potion to get back up. You saw that little thing I actually put in there? I don't know how to fix that. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Alright, so I decided to make a smithing hammer to start with, just so it would be easier to forge out the blade. So, like I was saying, a smithing hammer, it's well, as you can tell, it's made for smithing. There's the carpenter's hammer, which is the tiny hammer, and then there's the smithing hammer. And I guess you could include the hammer, like the biggest one. I think that's more for combat than anything, though. I just put that on there, ready to smith. This is a blade that I was gonna do, but then I realized, oh, I have more ingots. This is kind of just to help get my smithing experience up. But you can see those blue shards and like the little ripple effect. That means that it's done. And I did have this hand in hand. This was gonna be my first blade, actually. It worked there. There it goes. This was gonna be my first blade. And then I decided to make another blade, you know? Make a rapier. I really like rapiers. Pretty good swords. And I realized, oh, I have more copper. So I went in, smelt that down, pulled it out for no odd reason, because you don't need to do that. But the problem was, I was smelting it down, then I realized there's 2 pieces of wood left. So I went out and found some wood. Sorry that this is so uncut right here. This is my first video in a while, or using OBS really. No, this isn't OBS, this is video path. It's free and it's pretty easy to use, but I'm not very good at it right now, so just skip where you feel the need to. This is me using a little glitch where you put your arms all the way down by your side, so it you know, it looks all weird and funky like that, so it speeds it up a lot. I wish that I didn't have to narrate, because the audio felt broke, but you can see me grabbing the ingots. Then I went to go grab the handguard for the rapier blade, and then I ended up finding the blade itself behind that little shelf. Then I was like, oh, cool handle. Trying to get down there, and I can't get out. This is just basically just a montage of me being stupid. But I run over there, put the ingots in there. There you have it, the blade is done. The first part of the smithing. Or not really smithing, but making the blade itself. And I gotta do the handguard. Right over there, put the 4 ingots in there. I figured it'd just be easier if I split the stack in half and moved one over. Which you can do with the left joystick. You're holding 2 bags of the same item. This isn't just like make my first blade on the server, even though it took me an absurd amount of time just to make this one blade. I'm sorry about that. This is when I realized I couldn't use that handle. I was pretty bummed out. Anyways, this is more of like I'm trying to include a lot of things, and they're just popping in my mind as we go. But then I realized I could just use the handle from my the sword I just made. Gotta grab my hammer, and as I said earlier, I do not have a like a carpenter's hammer, you know. I'm just working at it. To yeah, this is where you would remove your blade or handguards or pommels, which are the things that go on the other side of the blade. Yeah, it wasn't working, so I accidentally dropped it, and I couldn't grab it because this game is broken sometimes. Anyways, you just gotta do the same thing you would when you're just doing the wood handles. It'll just pop up like that. You can just hear some dude saying something crazy. Yeah, and then that handle's done. Put the handguard on there. Looks pretty cool. Now for the other smithing portion. I don't know if that was in the video or not, the little Windows sound. Anyways, it's pretty hot. I hate the cutting ability when it does it sometimes. It's super useful, but it has its bugs. So yeah, when you see that little explosion effect, that's means you're hammering a part that's already been, well, not already been, that's completely finished. You just gotta move on to the part where you get that same effect like you see right there. And just like before, you get that little ripple effect, the little shattering thing. And then my blade is finished. I come out here to try and kill a chicken, but since it's copper, it's not working very well. Giving it my all. The tracking on my quest is very good with the lighting in my room, so. I'm not trying to go double-handed. I figured screw the stabby. Just give it a good slash. And then it's dropping meat. And I'm like, what the heck? And then this Good Samaritan gives me a whole 20 pieces of unchopped. Pretty cool dude. You know, bow for him. Blow him a kiss, you know. For the bros. But I do want to show you still the fast way to cook without having to use like dead grass or wood. And it appears that I have forgotten to cut this part out. So just go ahead and skip to where I'm in the forgery, because that is where I cook the food. Yeah, you don't want to put it over like the place where you heat up the blades, or else it'll just instantly vaporize. So you just kind of shove it in there, and you give it a few seconds, a good like 15, 20 seconds. Waiting. I should have sped this part up. I'm not totally in sync with this editing software, so I don't really know how to speed things up. I just know how to split the video and delete parts.
What?
And I just figured out this whole narration thing. It's pretty cool. So I don't have to use a third party. So pretty sad my audio didn't work, because you can see me like pointing at things. That was me talking in the game. And after a while it'll be finished. And I can just put that with the rest of the unchopped meat. Yeah, so when you have cooked meat like that, you can chop it, it'll be better. So this is the town hall. This is the bank where you store coins. You put your hand on that and you'll throw coins into that little funnel down there. But you can see I have 0% broken. That's a locker or a vault. It's where you put items that you can't like hold or that are super important that you don't want to lose. Because they're always safe in there
Hello?
unless
Anyone
you
in
take
here?
them out. Oh,
Excuse
yeah, this
me?
guy,
Can you pull off your bag? I'd like
someone
to
got
see it,
their
please.
weapon stolen. So, he just
Thank
checking
you.
it. Anyways, this is the coin press where you put gold bars in there. They'll lock in place and you just pull down that handle. Right there. And then you'll get coins in a little bubble right there. But that pretty much concludes my first look at a Township tale. Well, not my first look, but I'm trying to recreate my first look, I guess. My very first copper sword. That's what I'm going to call it.